In order to make money with my F1 Ultra, I need to find a niche. And that niche to me are my military buddies online. I've looked around and there's not very many Etsy stores that do what I'm about to do. I've been out of the career field for a while, but I'm still pretty sure what these guys like. They like nostalgia. So what I've done is I've went in and I've taken some of our old emblems and even photographed a shirt of mine and redid the design on the back. But first I got to decide what medium I'm going to put this on. So I think I've figured out the first medium that I'm going to use, and that's a hip flask. Every military guy loves to drink, and every retired military guy loves to drink. These flasks cost about $2.59, and they come with a small stainless steel spout. It has a lid that is connected to the flask so they don't lose it, and these things I think are going to sell very well. So let's go ahead and get this thing on the laser and see how it looks. As you can see, all you need to do is a little bit of cleanup with the magic eraser and boom, it's ready for shipment. Now that we have it lazed onto the flask, I think I've come up with another idea, and we're going to do a tack pea crest on one of them and see if anybody wants one of those too. Give them a little bit of a choice. Now, I'm not going to make all the money I want to make just off of flasks. I'm going to need to go ahead and figure out another medium, and I think I have. I believe what we're going to do are some slate coasters. I can do these round ones, or we can do the square ones and give people a choice. The round ones cost about 77 cents a piece, and the square ones are about 93 cents a piece. I also have, for $2.46, a holder right here. So let's go ahead and make these, and at the end of all this, I'm going to give you a breakdown of all my costs and what I've made. Okay, while this is running, let me give you a quick rundown. With the holder, the square coasters are going to cost about $8.04 a set, and then the round ones are going to be about $7.08 a set. All right, that took 1 minute and 45 seconds, and I've got 6 of them to do. So the next steps would be to get online, do a post, and let everybody know that I'm selling these flasks and these coaster sets. But I've already done that. I did it last week, and it's been 1 week that I left it up. So here are my results. I had 13 orders, which totaled a total of $725. All of my material costs were $87.07. To engrave all of these flasks and all of these coasters took me about 3 hours and 10 minutes. That's including the shipping time. The time it took me to come from my house all the way over to the U.S. Post Office and back. So after all that, my profit was about $488. As promised, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Etsy. Etsy is a great place if you want to sell stuff, okay? But they charge you 20 cents per item to put it up on the website. When you sell an item, they charge you a fee for selling the item. They also, when you get paid through PayPal, they charge you a fee. Now, I could have made a lot more on Etsy, about $650 on Etsy, because shipping's a lot cheaper there, plus it has a lot more people that would look at it. This means you could have a larger customer base and maybe get more orders. I don't know. I did not do that. I will be doing that to test it out, but I haven't yet. Look, here's the thing. It is easy to make money with a laser. You just have to find that niche. Do I think I could pay for this thing right here? Yeah, I think I could. I think it'd take me about 2 months to get it paid off if I went full bore at this. But I've got a full-time job. I don't have time to sit out here and do engraving and come up with new products. I think even a DIYer with this machine could make $300–400 every month. Look, guys, it's going to be up to you to make a decision if you would want to do something like this. It takes a little bit of time to learn the steps and learn to be able to design something and learn how to engrave properly. But there are plenty of resources on Facebook, on YouTube, that you can figure it out fairly quickly. All right, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. Do you think it's too much profit because these things are so cheap? Or do you think it's a good profit margin because you're taking your time, you're designing projects, you're getting them ready, and the machine costs so much, people aren't going to be able to do it on their own? Tell me, what do you think about this? Tell me if you know a good way to make money with these lasers. What is an item that you sell extremely well on Etsy or at a craft show? All right, I appreciate you guys watching. Until next video, stay cool.